about the discovery of viruses. Well, what are viruses? Viruses are cellular organisms given the absence of a defined cell, and they can only be seen with the aid of an electron microscope. So what are viruses? Viruses are cellular organisms giving absence of a defined cell, and can be seen only with the aid of an electron microscope. So yeah, viruses are cellular organisms. They lack cell in the absence of a host cell. So now, the father of virology is said to be Martinus Beijerinck, but he was not the first person to have discovered the first virus, which is the helicobacter tobacco mosaic, which is present as TNV tobacco mosaic virus. The father of virology is said to be Martinus Beijerinck. The father of virology is said to be Martinus Beijerinck. But the first scientist to have discovered the first virus is said to be Dmitri Ivanovsky. The first virus to have been discovered by Dmitri Ivanovsky is a helical virus. When we are discussing about characteristics of viruses, we are going to classify them by their shape. This is part of the shape. We have the hexahedral and we have the complex. So it's a helical virus named tobacco mosaic virus, which I'll be presenting as TNV, tobacco mosaic virus. So this was the first virus to have been discovered, and it was discovered by a scientist named Dmitri Ivanovsky. These are key points that you need to take note of because they can come out or appear in your OBJ questions in the prep. So Dmitri Ivanovsky, but the father of virology is said to be Martinus Beijerinck. And the first virus to have been discovered is a helical virus, which is tobacco mosaic virus. So now viruses are cellular organisms and they can be classified into two. We have the prion, we have the virus, and we have the virus. Cellular organisms, which are viruses, cellular organisms, which I said earlier on, the viruses are cellular organisms. They are classified into three. These are we're discussing is B. spongiform encephalopathy, which is known as mad cow disease, talking about encephalitis. We have prions, we have virons, and we have viroids. So now, these prions, these are cellular organisms that possess a protein coat, or rather we call it a capsid, but they lack nucleic acid, and they can also be called infective capsid or infective protein coats. So these prions, they are viruses that possess a protein coat. You can call it capsid, but lack nucleic acid. They can be referred to as infective protein coats. They can be called infective capsid or protein coats So now these are the prions. Now we have the viruses. The viruses are cellular organisms that possess nucleic acid but they lack protein coats. Before we talk about that, let's discuss the examples of prions. examples of prions. Examples of prions, we have the spongiform, encephalopathy, which is also referred to as the mad cow disease. Referred to as the mad cow disease. We have Creutzfeldt's Jacobson disease. Jacobson disease. We have the monocellulitis, and we have more. We can make further research about it. So now let's talk about the viruses. Like I said, viruses have nucleic acid but they lack a protein code. Have nucleic acid but lack a protein code. And they can be referred to as infective nucleic acids. Can be called infective nucleic acid. So now we'll talk about the virions. The virions are the ones that have both a protein code, which you can call a capsid, and they also have nucleic acid. They have capsid and nucleic acid. Before we talk about that, examples of viruses. We have hepatitis. We have the spindle tuberculata, and we have many more, etc. You can make your research and know more examples, but these are the major ones. In case they ask you which of the following, or hepatitis is an example of an acellular organism, specifically we know they are talking about the virus. So now virus, they have both capsid, which is protein codes, and nucleic acid. And now this is what we're talking about: the pox virus. We know about the pox virus, the hepativiruses, the epicidal viruses, and many other examples. One that causes chickenpox and most of them. So now we'll talk about the discovery of viruses. In our next lecture, we'll be discussing the microorganisms in 20th century. Thanks for staying and kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you in our next video.